Alien Resurrection on the PS1 has surprised me. I expected a mediocre, badly aged FPS game with broken controls, bad level design, and generally an awful experience. But, as I'm a big fan of the Alien universe, I gave it a try anyway. And I never thought that I'm going to enjoy this game as much as I did. The reason for this, because it has a fantastic atmosphere, the level design is good, it is truly creepy, but it is so damn hard that I rage quitted on multiple times. Why? You could think that the enemies are too strong? No. Bad controls? No. Low ammo? Health issues throughout the levels? No. So why? Because of the damn save locations. They are so far away from each other that if you die, you have to start from so far back that you will throw the controller into the damn TV. Sorry, I'm still under the influence of this game. But don't go anywhere, this is a good game, and in this video I'm going to take you on board of the USM Auriga. What's up my fellow retro gamers out there? Welcome on the Backlog Quest, where we are celebrating the golden era of gaming. I'm Mr. Zosta, your guide through gaming's greatest gems. Buckle up as the time machine is ready to launch. Alien Resurrection had a rough development cycle. Originally planned as a third-person action-adventure game to tie in with the 1997 film, it went through numerous delays and was eventually reworked into a first-person shooter. By the time it has been released in 2000, the movie had long since left the theaters and expectations were low. Critics at the time were mixed. Some praised the atmosphere and visuals, but many were put off by the difficulty and then the unusual twin-stick controls, something that would later become the standard for FPS games on consoles. In fact, when Alien Resurrection introduced dual analog gaming, some critics outright mocked it, calling it unintuitive. Fast forward to today, and we know how wrong they were, as today every console FPS game has this control method. The game intro is quite well done, and it summarizes what happened in the first part of the movie.
USM Auriga, all systems nominal.
When the game starts, you wake up as Ripley in the same holding cell as she was held in the movie. As all hell breaks loose on the ship, you start to make a move to get out of there. My very first impression was that there are no options to run in this game. This is, I believe, quite common in PS1 FPS games, and I have to say that this added to the atmosphere of the game. You're slowly walking around the ship, your boots are making a sound as you step on the metal platforms. I quickly realized that the graphics are well done for a PS1 game. The environment looks cool even today, and the developers have made attention to the details as some objects are looking the same as they did in the movie. A big positive feature of the game for me was the voice of the ship's AI, which is the same as it was in the movie. It is a small detail, but adds a lot of the experience. Also, the game does not have music. There's an eerie silence around you. Occasionally a mechanical noise from the distance, or a scream, or a hissing of an alien. And the sudden beep of the motion tracker from the silence will terrify you. I really enjoyed this, it made the experience truly creepy. I did not expect this from a PS1 game, to be honest. I know that you had a great horror game library on the PS1, but this still surprised me. Throughout the game, you play as Ripley or the android Cole. On each stage, you are playing one of them and need to do specific objectives to complete the stage. Generally speaking, it is an FPS game, but not a crazy combat-focused one. While you explore the ship, you're listening to the eerie ambient noises, distant alien screeches, and the beep of the motion tracker creates a constant feeling of uneasiness. I have to say the atmosphere is fantastic. Let me show you a few examples here. The game has some genuinely scary jump scares. Very few, but they are very good. I'm not a fan of jump scares, but they are very well done here. What is also good, how the developers use the lights and shadows. You never know what is in the dark corner, and it happened quite a few times with me that the xenomorph jumped on me from there. You see, this is a prime example of what I just said. Nothing really happened here, just the sound. There's a screen at the beginning of the game which says that this game best to be played in the dark. And I have to admit that this is true. To play this on a nice sunny day would make a huge difference. One thing that I noticed regarding the xenomorphs that they have a brownish and reddish color instead of black. I'm a big fan of the Alien franchise, I read a lot of books and saw all the movies, and as far as the story goes, the xenomorphs can adapt their colors to the surrounding environment. But the interior of the ship is nowhere brown or reddish. Anyway, I just wanted to know this if you're also an Alien fan. And now I would like to show you the worst torch in a video game ever. So, this game plays somewhere in the future where space travel and high-tech stuff are part of everyday life. And you have a torch which lasts half a minute or something. What a joke. Just look at the right hand corner, look how fast it is losing power. I not even know what the developer's intention was with this. Probably to spend time in the darkness as much as possible. In a way I get this, but if the discharge time would be a bit slower, it would be better. I mentioned already that the game is not combat heavy. What I meant is that playing Alien Resurrection does not feel like playing Doom Eternal, for example. There are many combat situations, and as you progress in the game, these will constantly intensify. Combat itself is good, consider that this is a PS1 FPS game. The aiming and hit detection is also good. If you shoot an enemy into the head, you can kill it faster. And the enemies are smart. To be honest, I expected dumb enemies, but I did not notice anything really bad. Okay, the movement is probably scripted when they attack you, but it's still good. They're jumping on the walls, waiting for you on the ceiling to jump down and attack you. The weapons are also good, from the pistol, to the shotgun, to the iconic pulse rifle, and the flamethrower. You have a good variety of guns. And I have to say that the ammunition which you will find is just enough to survive. It does not make the game difficult, but it will make it just that challenging that will make the experience better. What is the cool part of the game is that if the facehugger gets you, you get in a coma and you wake up a bit later, and you have a chest burster implanted in you. Below your health meter will be a, let's call it chest burster meter, which will show you how much time you left until it bursts out and you die. But you can remove it with a portable auto dock. The thing is that this is a very good attention to detail, and they made an effort to create an awesome animation for the process when the chest burster is removed, but I found it way too many auto docks around in the game, so I never had to worry about these little fuckers inside me. And now, let's talk about the difficulty. If you're familiar with my content, I'm quite chilled. I rarely rage quit on a game, but Alien Resurrection made me rage quit numerous times. And all this comes down to one major flaw: the distance between save locations. I started to play the game on easy mode, as I heard that the game is difficult. But the thing is, it would not be that difficult if there would be checkpoints more often, even if the save locations are this far away from each other. It is so fucking frustrating that you have to start the game from way back if you die. And by that time you forgot half of it, where you have been, where did you find the keycard or something. And trust me, you will die a lot. The game is difficult, even on easy mode. Running out of ammo, missing a single enemy, or just getting overwhelmed by multiple xenomorphs can send you all the way back to your last save. Okay, it adds tension, sure, but also a lot of frustration. And you know what? There are some dudes on YouTube who played the game on hard and extreme difficulties. All my respect to these guys, seriously. I don't know how they did it, probably played the game multiple times and they know what to expect where. Okay, but despite these what I just said, let's see what I really enjoyed in Alien Resurrection. First of all, the atmosphere. I played quite few Alien games, but I really enjoyed the atmosphere here. I never thought that a PS1 game can achieve this. The level design and the various environments are also good. The areas are constantly changing around you. You do not have an in-game map, but you cannot really get lost. Some levels will be a bit complicated later, but it's still fine. The combat and the enemies are also cool. Shooting down xenos with a pulse rifle and watching as they burst into an acid pool is satisfying. The controls are also good, and you can customize the sensitivity of the analog sticks as you wish. Okay, and now let's see what is that I don't like in this game. You probably know by now what I'm going to say here. Yes, the distance between the save locations. I'm trying to stay calm here. I just say that if you're prone to get enraged easily, throw the controller into something soft, not directly into the TV. Apart from this, I cannot really say anything bad about the game. So this shows that if the developers would not make this mistake, this game would be nearly perfect. And the main question of this video: should you play Alien Resurrection? Despite this punishing difficulty, Alien Resurrection is an impressive and highly underrated FPS. The controls were ahead of their time, the atmosphere is incredible, and if you can handle the challenge, it's one of the best horror experiences on the PS1. If you're a fan of alien games or survival horror in general, it's absolutely worth playing. Just ready for some old school frustration. So, what do you think? Have you played Alien Resurrection on PS1? Let me know in the comments. If retro gaming brings back great memories for you, why not subscribe and join our community of fans keeping the classics alive? Also, the YouTube algorithm shows some videos for you. It is on the screen now. Check them out. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next Backlog Quest video.